Okay, this is Shannon Cox, 48 years old, from Boone County, Arkansas. This guy is legitimately batshit crazy. And this is his 30-year-old wife, Sandy Cox. She's also batshit crazy. And this batshit crazy couple has a 5-year-old daughter that is now very traumatized. On August the 2nd, this guy, Shannon Cox from Boone, Arkansas, was arrested along with his wife, Sandy Cox, after he amputated his own leg with a chop saw in front of their 5-year-old daughter. Now, the couple were charged with one felony account of first-degree endangerment of a child. There's very obvious reasons why this dad here, Shannon, was charged with this. Now, the reason Sandy was charged with this is because she left the little 5-year-old girl at home with her batshit crazy husband. When the county investigator arrived at their home, Shannon was laying out in his front yard, completely naked, bleeding from the amputation of his own leg. Cut his own leg off using a chop saw, and this caused him to splatter a significant amount of blood all around the house, even painting a trail on the walls and floor that led to the saw. Now, by the time the investigators had arrived, Sandy had left the home and gone to hang out with her friends, and she had left their 5-year-old daughter in Shannon's care. Now, this little 5-year-old girl watched her father self-amputate his own leg right in front of her. Now, the next day, when the investigators interviewed Sandy, she said that her husband had been acting odd all day, and he was also jumping on her and telling her that she needed to get right with the Lord. She said that her husband, when she left that day, was claiming that he was both Jesus Christ and Satan, and he told Sandy that he was going to twist her head off. She went on to say that Shannon's threats never turned to physical abuse, but that is why she left home, because she was afraid that day that it might. But she wasn't really worried about their daughter, because she didn't think that he was going to hurt her, and that's why she just left her there with him. Now, their little girl has been interviewed as well by the investigators, and they say that she is still traumatized and in shock following what she witnessed her dad doing. Now, further investigation has also revealed that a damaged vehicle was present on the property. The car's hood was up and there was a 20-pound propane canister sitting on the battery. Also, the back window was shattered out, as well as ashes being found in the back seat. It's really unclear right now the oddity around this vehicle has any connection at all to the incident, but it was noted. Now, after these two were arrested, they were given $10,000 bonds each. They have both been released, and they were released also with a no-contact order, either one of them, to be anywhere near the little girl, their child. They're due back in court in mid-October. Now, to release these two back out in public, I think it's a very bad idea. Obviously, both of them has some very extreme mental issues, so releasing them back out into the public world is not a good idea. I mean, these guys are somebody's neighbor, and they're obviously, as I said earlier, batshit crazy. Let's all think about this little 5-year-old girl and pray to God that she can overcome this traumatic shock that she witnessed her dad doing. And not only witnessing, watching what he was doing, can you just imagine the atmosphere surrounding it? Maybe the things that were said. I'm sure her dad was screaming out, right? Doing this with a chop saw right in front of her, and no telling what he was saying to her. I mean, this is going to have a lifelong effect on this little girl. And these crazies are right back out there right now. Thank you all so much for listening. And until next time, this is Unjustified.